Shady, first things first, established 2-5, that play that we just saw, Saquon Barkley with the spin move and the hurdle. Everybody was tweeting about it, but you actually talked to Saquon Barkley during the game about that play. Ooh. Break it down, Colvin, if you can show it while Shady's talking, but break it down.
First, real quick, before the game started, Saquon came up to me and said, look, it's your day, and I got a gift for you. I said, what is it? He said, it's 150. I said, 150? He got 160. So, Saquon, thank you so much. But listen, I got to be honest. When you want to draw up a running back to be something special, it's like, do I get this running back's Barry Sanders' ankles, or we want Adrian Peterson's size? Yep. Forget all that. Saquon Barkley. He's already that type of guy. He's already that type of development. Check him out. Show this play for a second, though. He catches the ball, makes the first guy miss. You have no shot. He goes right, and then the defender guesses right. He makes a spin move, he reacts, and then, can we look at the vert? The vert's at least 41 inches, though. Look at that, though.
Hey, now tell me this, Shady. You said that you talked to Saquon Barkley at halftime because you were about to get inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame, and he said the defender guessed right. He said the defender guessed right on the first move, so that's why he had to spin. Why in the world did he jump over the person back?
So let me break it down. So sometimes as a running back, right, the first guy, you know he's beat. You look at him, he's done. But the second guy, he wanted to shake him right, and the defender kind of guessed right. But Saquon is so talented. He's so special. He makes the spin move and reacts to it. But then the jump move, though. So as a running back, you know the guy is going to hit you. And you know he's going to hit him low. Saquon he said, bro, I knew he was going to kind of get me low, but I didn't know which side. He said, so I just jumped over him. I'm looking at him like, bro, what? So when you that special, you could talk like that. And only certain type of running backs can understand that. I'm one of them.
Okay, we talked about Saquon 2-5. Let's talk about the Eagles.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Eagles. The 6-2 Eagles? The 6-2
The winning Eagles.
The winning Eagles.
Let's talk about
the Eagles.
Let's talk about them.
Do you think that the Super Bowl Eagles are back? Because when I watched that game, A.J. Brown, he dapped you up before the game. Then he ran up to me. I didn't know if he was going to show love or not. I'll be honest. I didn't know if he was going to show love or not. He ran up to me. I said, hey, bro, you a dog. I said, you won them ones. I actually think the Super Bowl Eagles are back because they are still staying atop the NFC when every other team is starting to decay. The Cowboys, decaying. The Niners, decaying. The Eagles are better than every team in the NFC South, obviously. Better than the Falcons, better than the Bucs. The Saints don't have a head coach. The Panthers don't have a quarterback. They're better than every team in the NFC West. The Cardinals, the Rams, the Niners, the Seahawks. Then you look at the NFC North. And you look at the NFC East. They're better than the Giants. They're better than the Cowboys. The question for you at home, for you, Shady, and myself is, I can't take Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
Not yet.
I can't take Sam Darnold over Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. The Eagles already beat the Packers. So then it's the Lions and it's the Eagles. And for me, the Eagles have more equity over the last 4 years than the Detroit Lions. Though the Detroit Lions are currently the most complete team in football, the Eagles, to me, have more equity. I think the Super Bowl Eagles are back. What you think?
I definitely agree with you. You know, it's funny. Before the season started, I predicted this. I said the Eagles and the Lions will be in the NFC Championship game. And you can see why. They both are, and they're really, really similar. Good quarterback play. They run the ball extremely well. Both sides have really good offense. And then their head coaches. Their head coaches like to gamble. They like to be aggressive, and they do it on both sides. I'll say this, though. I think the Eagles, we have the advantage, right? And you might think I'm crazy. I know I'm in the Hall of Fame. It's not because of that. But we've been there before, and I think that at our best, I'm taking the Eagles at our best, then I'm taking the Lions. Go to the quarterbacks, right? Even though Jared Goff is playing phenomenal. He's playing phenomenal. But at the best of Jalen Hurts, we see him in the Super Bowl. We did see that. I'm going to take that Jalen Hurts. Running backs. Even though they got two of them, though, because they got two beasts over there. And I talked to them dudes quite some bit. You're not going to take them over Saquon Barkley, right? Talking about creating plays, running and catching. And then the wide receivers, right? St. Brown, he's doing this thing, right? Jason Williams, he'll be back eventually. But you're not going to take them over Smitty and A.J. Brown. Just think about what I'm saying here. So I just think that when we get later down the season, you're going to see this. We can talk about all the close games, right? Because this game right here would have blow out. If you didn't watch the game, or you watched the game, you know the score, you think the Eagles were winning by 50 points. But it came down, and I'll say this, as a players, and you know this, all that you got to do is just win the game, no matter how it looks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we can correct the mistakes from the game. But I think it's a long season, right? And we're slowly getting better and better and better. The best thing I do like about this win, we went to the running game. We went to Saquon Barkley. I think once we get down to the playoffs, though, it's going to pay dividends, and then everybody else can eat.
Chase, what you think, big dog? I know you tweeted a lot about the game. You have high expectations for the Eagles, but what you think?
Shady, you were just inducted to the Eagles Hall of Fame yesterday. We had a calendar on here that said you had to keep it real about the Eagles once you got into the Eagles Hall of Fame. You were inducted yesterday. No, the Super Bowl Eagles aren't back. Now listen to me. Just listen, because I want to make a really good argument. In order to be a true contender, you have to have all aspects of your organization. You have to have a good offense. You have to have a good defense. And you have to have coaching. Okay? Coaching is the most important element of it. Right now, the Eagles have 2 of 3. They have a great offense. Jalen Hurts, the last 4 games, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. Love that. No interceptions. Okay? They have the best defense in football since week 6. They have the number 1 total defense, the number 2 scoring defense, the number 1 pass defense, and the number 2 rush defense. They are balling in that. Okay? But they're not back because their coach, Nick Sirianni, is holding them back. The Philadelphia Eagles and the players bailed out Nick Sirianni once again. He took 9 points off the board and had perplexing decisions the entire game. This game should not have been close, Shady. 3 failed 2-point conversions. Just kick the extra point. Like, what are you doing? Went for it on 4th down in Jacksonville's territory twice. That's 6 more points. That's 9 total points. They should have had 37 points scored in that game, which would have tied a season high. So for me, it's a pattern. Because if you do it once, right. If you do it twice, okay. When you do it 3 times, and I can go back, and I'm not going to go back because we're moving forward, that's the issue. I've never seen a more talented team come together and their coach continually hold them back. I think the decision-making has been bad. I think the analytics have been bad. He needs to get better. He right now is holding them back from being the Super Bowl Eagles.
James, real quick, before you go, James, I can't take that easy. Because,
I'm with you.
Now, I think Nick can dial back just a little bit. I probably took them extra points, take them. Yeah. Maybe one of the field goals, I'd have took that. So I get that. But I love he's aggressive. But real quick, because everybody loves to praise Dan Campbell, though, right? They praising him. He's like Moses right now. He can't lose. But last year in the playoffs, was you saying that same song, Chase? America, was y'all saying that same song? Keep it the same way and don't move the goalposts. I love Dan and I love Nick. I think Nick can just tell back a little bit. I think Dan can tell back a little bit. So we just seen a couple weeks ago, on their side of the field, they had a fake punt. I think he really did that. He really did, and it worked. So all I'm saying is give us some time. Yeah. I think when you have such a talented offense and talented rosters, like Detroit, like the Eagles, you are easily, I guess, cool with going for short yardage over and over and over again. And in the last 3 years, we're the best in 4th and 1s, 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s, 4th and 2s. So we convert. So knowing in the back of your head, knowing the talent, you say, let's go for it because we always get out the jam. But I get your point. All I'm saying is let's keep it the same. The same way we praise Dan, we got to praise Nick because that's who he is. It's his identity.
Yeah, I can't disagree with Chase more.
Come on. What are we doing?
Hey, the Super Bowl Eagles are back. And this is the reason why. Chase just said, right, number 1 offense almost, number 1 defense since week 6. Coaching has something to do with that. Somebody's doing something right in the building, right? Not only that, players are supposed to bail their coaches out. Big-time players are supposed to cover up certain things. Shady, I remember you always saying, Andy Reid said, man, we drawing this play up like this. Hey, Shady, he unblocked, dog. He's yours, right? That's you making Andy Reid right. You need players to make you right. Jalen Hurts yesterday made everybody right offensively. A.J. Brown, Smitty made everybody right. One-hand catch by Smitty in the back of the end zone made everybody right. Big-time players make coaches look good. They cover up a lot. But the main reason why I say the Philadelphia Eagles are back, we seen them last week, right? We seen them beat the brakes off of Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals and look flawless. And then you come out here and you get in a little bit of a dogfight. And it was a dogfight because you allowed it to be a dogfight. The fumble by Saquon Barkley not being touched, hitting the ground, that's not going to happen often. But not only that, the momentum switched to Jacksonville, right? I'm like, oh, shoot. Trevor Lawrence is about to mess my dog Shady Day up. I'm like, I knew it. But no, the defense stepped up. You get a pick. When Jalen Hurts had to go down there and score when the momentum was switched, him and Smitty gets it done. They go down there and score. That's championship football. Momentum is going to swing in each game. How do you respond? Coaching or not, players make the coaches right and make the coaches better. That's what I seen yesterday. You beat up on Cincinnati, make that look easy. Then you come back, They had 0 points in the third quarter. The Jacksonville Jaguars, zero. Right? And then they make a little run, and the Philadelphia Eagles, being a good football team, say, okay, let's settle down. All right, let's go down here and score, and then you get a stop, take the ball away. Championship Eagles are back. Super Bowl Eagles are back for sure.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.